UC Davis is really unique in its respect to sort of like its economic and geographic significance here in the city of Davis. You know, there are college towns, Berkeley comes to mind, but Berkeley doesn't have as much of an economic and geographic influence in the city of Berkeley as Davis.
Right.
In what ways does this make your role as chancellor here very unique relative to sort of the roles of chancellors of other universities?
So that's a very astute observation. So there would be no Davis if it wasn't for the university, I think. The population of the city of Davis is about 70,000. The university is about 40,000 students and 25,000 employees. Well, that's including Davis and Sacramento. At any rate, so my role is as much university leader as it is mayor and CEO and principal and all those kind of things rolled into one, because the university is basically a municipality in and of itself. We have our own fire department and police department and all those sorts of things that the universities would use the resources of the city they're in. And we cooperate and collaborate with the city as well in many areas.
Now, the more I learn about Davis, the more you sort of like contextualize university and the city, you know, in this conversation, it makes me think just how excellent of a stakeholder manager the person that is chancellor at this university has to be. What can you say about what it means to sort of like manage stakeholder interests, you know, in an effective way?
You have to be a good listener and kind of understand where people are coming from and be able to express your rationale about decision making and why you do things the way you decide to do them, even if they disagree. You have to have sort of broad interests and knowledge, and you don't necessarily have that all in your own head. Sometimes it comes from the leadership team that you surround yourself with, you know, recognize that, you know, you're not going to be right 100% of the time, and try to do the best you can and to do the best for the most people, if that makes sense, you know.
Do you think about it kind of like you, there's like a list of stakeholders you have to account for. Mm-hmm. You listen and empathize to what their preferences would be, and you kind of like build a mental model where you maximize the positive emotion every party would feel by making sort of like a given decision. Is that kind of how you think about it?
Somewhat, yeah. I think, first of all, you have to keep in mind what your mission is. Your mission is to educate students, do the research, and do the service. So you can't stray too far from that. But in the context of that overarching mission, you do want to think about the mental model of the various constituencies, the way you described it.
This is the Atlas Clips channel. To stay up to date with the show, follow One on Instagram and X. To watch full-length episodes, visit Atlas by Juan Martinez on YouTube and Spotify.